to Gainesville, Florida. It's hot, it's humid, just like the Gators like it, and the reason they call this place the Swamp is we are ready for the Florida home opener. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Huskies have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
On the set.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Leaves it with the back. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And how about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Guys, let's chat about Florida. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. Man, you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. He'll take another shot here. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set.
Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off to stop the threat.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll try to get outside. Look out, he's got room. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much.
Turning it on. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. He's got 47 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets stolen.
Wide receiver going in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Smith wants to throw. Gets it to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Auburn. Just another week of college football.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Eldridge. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. That's reeled in. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This crowd on hinge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Boston. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Boston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Smith wants to throw. Pressure coming. He's got the tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He now has 63 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got the back in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. It's hot, it's humid, just like the Gators like it, and the reason they call this place the Swamp is we are ready for the Florida home opener. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskies about to kick it away and get this season started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Green. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort.
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from 1,000,000 yards away, and you're not going to make it, and he didn't. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The pitch to the left. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They think there's room to run to the right here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Got him downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Gators moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Oh, there's the ball. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll lead the offense out to try to get the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Gators have this offense rolling. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Abrams. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on second down. On the run, still looking. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Important play coming on this opening day. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Pocket breaking down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
They'll run it to the right side. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw. Makes the grab. breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
39 on the play. Good enough for first down.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, and they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Quick completion on the out route. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And offensively, that is not ideal. That is not what you want. But you know what? Now you got a little bit more space. It's harder the closer you get in tight to the end zone. So now you got a little bit more space. Maybe you can make those throws out on the outside, spread them out a little bit, and throw the football.
Here's a heat. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Moving away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. A Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably
interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Smith dropping to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and they're not setting up 4th down.
They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Look for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Might be calling a hot route. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Smith wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Green.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. And that was going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. Lobs it off the back foot. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
And the Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Makes the grab. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting him up.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He's looking to pass. It's on target and complete. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Floating away. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a live ball. He's running free down the middle. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 26 to Auburn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They believe they can run right here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Abrams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Finds his man. It's Coleman. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Shoots it to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Florida, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space. It's Webb. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's a nice job by the tight end there, just whipping his head around. They didn't need that many yards, so that's an easy completion. You get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
0.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happened.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down.
And the Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Smith wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Working that left side now. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're
looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Strong, tough run, and he's brought down just inches away from the score.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal, never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Livingston. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.